Imagine writing code that runs automatically without ever thinking about server or maintenance. That's the magic of AWS Lambda. Hello everyone, I am Tanush Balachandra Naik. Today we are going to learn about AWS Lambda, one of the most powerful services offered by Amazon Web Services. What is AWS Lambda? AWS Lambda is a serverless, event-driven compute service that lets you learn code without provisioning or managing servers. That means you don't need to think about starting, scaling, or maintaining servers. You simply write your code, upload it AWS Lambda, and it automatically runs whenever an event happens. Here's a simple example to understand how AWS Lambda works. Imagine a user upload an image to AWS S3 bucket. That's the blue storage icon you see here. As soon as the image is uploaded, it triggers a Lambda function. This function automatically runs the code is resize the image into different versions like small, large. Finally, the processed image are saved into S3, ready to use. The best part is the entire process happens automatically, fast, efficient, and without any manual effort or server management. Now, let's see how AWS Lambda actually works. First, a user sends a request. It could be uploading a file, submitting data, or triggers an API call. The request passes through the Amazon API gateway, which acts as the entry point for all user interactions. Next, the API gateway securely sends the request to AWS Lambda. Lambda then runs the required function, for example, processing data or generating a response, without needing any server. If needed, Lambda can store or fetch data from Amazon S3 buckets, as shown here. Finally, the processed output or response is sent back to the user, all happening automatically and within milliseconds. This is how AWS Lambda connects everything simple, fast, and completely serverless. AWS Lambda comes with some powerful features that makes it unique. First one is offers serverless computing, which means developers don't need to worry about managing servers. AWS handles everything automatically. Second one, it provides automatic scaling. So your application can handle any number of requests without manual setup. And the third one is follows a pay only for what you use model. You are charged only when your code runs, saving costs. And lastly, it supports event-driven execution, which means your code runs automatically whenever a specific event occurs, like uploading a file or receiving requests. Major tech companies like Netflix use AWS Lambda for handling their backend processes and real-time data efficiently. For example, Netflix uses Lambda to process streaming data, monitor performance, and automate scaling, ensuring users get a smooth experience. These companies rely on Lambda because it offers fast processing, automatic scalability, and low operational costs. Even student and creator can use AWS Lambda to build and host their own project easily without managing servers. This is about AWS Lambda. Thank you. See you in next video.